Do you feel dissatisfied with yourself? Turning 70 doesn't mean you're stepping off life's playing field. If anything, you're just entering the bonus round. My friend Jessica hit the big 7-0 last month and threw a party that would put most 30-year-olds to shame. It got me thinking, what does winning at life really look like when you've got 7 decades under your belt? Forget about trophies or corner offices. It's about those everyday victories that prove you're still in the game. Let's explore 7 signs you're absolutely dominating your golden years. Number 1. Stairmaster without the gym membership. If you can climb a flight of stairs without sounding like Darth Vader having an asthma attack, give yourself a high five. My neighbor Bob recently bragged about taking the stairs at his grandson's basketball game, and didn't even need his inhaler. That's not just convenient, it's a certified health trophy. Here's the scoop. By 70, your cardiovascular fitness might have dropped nearly 40% compared to your 30s, according to those smarty pants at the American Heart Association. But that statistic isn't your destiny. I never take the elevator unless I'm carrying groceries or a small child, jokes my friend Diane, who recently turned 72. And even then, I think twice about it. My legs still work, so why not use them? Some researchers in Europe, probably wearing lab coats and looking serious, had folks over 60 tackle 3 flights of stairs in under 90 seconds. The Stairmasters had significantly fewer heart problems in the following decade. Talk about a cheap health insurance policy. So next time your grandkids visit and the elevator's conveniently out of order, race them to the top. When you reach your apartment without needing CPR, you're not just climbing stairs, you're climbing the leaderboard of life. Number 2. The mystery of yesterday's lunch. What did I have for lunch yesterday? Asks Frank at the senior center. Let me think. Ah yes, a turkey club with extra bacon. And I stole a few of Martha's fries when she wasn't looking. If you can pull off this memory feat, your brain deserves a standing ovation. While it might seem like remembering yesterday's menu is no big whoop, it's actually your cognitive function flexing its muscles. About 11% of adults over 65 experience some form of memory impairment, according to the Alzheimer's Association. But if you're still recalling the details of your meals, it was Meatloaf Monday, and they finally put enough gravy on it. Your brain cells are throwing a party. Memory works like your old VHS collection. Use it or lose it. When you remember that you had meatloaf with a side of mashed potatoes and that Sarah from down the hall complained about the salt content, again, you're giving your brain the workout it craves. My grandkids quiz me about what we did last time they visited, says Patricia from Arizona. I not only remember what we ate, but what they wore and every terrible joke my grandson told. That always impresses them more than my apple pie recipe. Number 3. The Flamingo Challenge. Stand on one leg for 10 seconds. Go ahead, I'll wait. Not as easy as it used to be, right? I practice balancing while I brush my teeth, admits Tom from Chicago. My wife thinks I'm crazy, but I haven't fallen since Bush was president. Either Bush. This isn't just a party trick to impress your grandkids. Research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that 70-somethings who could pull off this flamingo impression were 50% less likely to face serious health issues in coming years. That's better odds than most lottery tickets. Balance is a whole-body affair. It requires your muscles, brain, and coordination to work together like a well-rehearsed barbershop quartet. When you can stand steady on one leg, you're showing that your body still remembers all the lyrics. I was at the park with my grandson Jaden, recalls Margaret from Florida, and he was trying to walk along this low wall. I hopped up there with him, balanced perfectly, and you should have seen his face. He told all his friends his grandma was secretly a ninja. Next time you're waiting for the microwave to heat up your coffee, for the 3rd time, try lifting one foot. If you can hold it without grabbing the counter, congratulations. You've got better balance than most 40-year-olds scrolling through their phones. Number 4. The belly laugh meter. When was the last time you laughed so hard your sides hurt? If it was recently, you're absolutely winning at this aging game. My bowling league gets together every Thursday, says Richard from Ohio. We spend more time laughing at our gutter balls than actually knocking down pins. My doctor says it's better for my blood pressure than any pill he could prescribe. Stanford University researchers discovered that a good laugh reduces stress hormones, boosts your immune system, and even increases pain tolerance. It's like a wonder drug without the annoying side effects. Janet from Texas adds, "My husband Dave still makes me laugh until I snort. After 47 years of marriage, that's the real miracle." Finding humor in life's little absurdities isn't just fun, it's a superpower. When your grandkids are shocked that you get the joke in that new comedy movie, or when you're the one making everyone at the dinner table spit out their drinks with laughter, you're showing that your funny bone is still intact. Number 5. The friend factor. If your social calendar requires an actual calendar, you're doing something right. Whether it's your weekly coffee date with Shirley, poker night with the guys, or your book club where you mostly just drink wine and gossip, keeping those social connections alive is pure gold. I've got friends I've known for 50 years and friends I made last month at my painting class, says Betty from Seattle. My daughter says I have a busier social life than she does. The numbers don't lie. Nearly 30% of adults over 70 experience significant loneliness, according to the National Institute on Aging. That's almost 1 in 3 people missing out on the joy of connection. But here's where things get really interesting. Those centenarians in Okinawa, Japan, the folks who routinely live past 100, all have strong social networks. They even have a special name for it, Marai, a group of people who have your back till the end. My coffee club has been meeting every Wednesday for 22 years, boasts Charles from Michigan. Through cancer treatments, grandkids, loss of spouses, we show up. Sometimes we just sit and don't say much, but we're there. That's what counts. Number 6. Kitchen confidential. If you can still whip up your famous lasagna or grill a steak to perfection, you're not just feeding yourself, you're declaring independence. My kids bought me one of those meal delivery services, laughs Dorothy from California. I cancelled it after a week. Nobody seasons food the way I like except me. Cooking involves memory, physical coordination, planning, and creativity. It's basically a full-body workout for your brain and body. A Swedish study found that seniors who cooked their own meals had a 25% lower risk of heart disease and diabetes. That's some serious food for thought. I still make Sunday dinner for my whole family, says Harold from New York. My pot roast brings 3 generations to my table every week. No retirement home could match that deal. The simple act of chopping vegetables, measuring ingredients, and turning raw foods into a delicious meal is an act of self-care that keeps you engaged with life. Plus, there's nothing quite like the satisfaction of seeing empty plates and happy faces around your table. But wait. Are you worried about what happens when you can't do these things anymore? Let's face a hard truth. 83% of Americans over 65 will eventually need help with at least one of these basic activities. Share your fears in the comments. You are not alone. Number 7. The gratitude attitude. Every morning, I write down 3 things I'm thankful for, shares Elizabeth from Pennsylvania. Some days it's big stuff like my health. Other days it's just that my coffee was perfect or I saw a pretty bird. It sets the tone for my whole day. If you've mastered the art of appreciation, congratulations. You've unlocked the secret level of aging. Being able to find joy in small moments is like having a superpower that keeps your spirit young. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that people who practice gratitude regularly experience better mood, improved sleep, and even stronger immune systems. It's like your brain's built-in happy pill. I survived 2 wars, raised 4 kids, and buried a spouse, reflects William from Virginia. At 78, I know that every day above ground is a good day, and I don't take a single one for granted. When you can look around and feel genuine thankfulness for the life you've built, with all its wrinkles and detours, you're not just surviving at 70, you're absolutely thriving. Each of these 7 abilities might seem small on their own, but together they paint a picture of someone who's not just growing older, they're growing better. They show a resilience and joy that has nothing to do with your birth certificate and everything to do with your approach to life. So if you're 70 plus and crushing these 7 areas, you're not just winning at aging, you're rewriting the rulebook. As my friend Gary from Colorado says, I don't care about the miles on my odometer. It's all about how much gas I've still got in the tank. What are your thoughts on the activities mentioned? Hit subscribe now for daily videos that crush the chains of fear holding you back. On this channel we share practical tips, inspirational stories, and gentle reminders for the ageless. Join our community of vibrant seniors who refuse to let age define them.